Hello and welcome back to Telecare's online training. Today we are in Unit 5 talking about spirituality and culture. Some learning objectives for Unit 5 are that by the end of this section, you will have a basic understanding of how you can be true to your own beliefs while supporting those of our callers. Spirituality. Telecare originally had its roots with the church and was called a teleministry. Over the years, as society changed and became more multicultural, Telecare also changed to become a fully inclusive organization. We believe we have a common sense of values. We respond to anyone without bias or prejudice. We are proud of our heritage and ever thankful for the support we receive from area churches. We are certain that our services support the needs of clergy and parishioners as originally intended. However, we maintain no affiliation with, nor do we support any particular religious group or denomination. We do not preach or judge. Some callers may ask you to pray for them or for a family member, and some may ask you to pray with them. Never do anything that you are not comfortable with. You may tell a caller that you are not comfortable with prayer, and you may suggest that they call another time. Or you may choose to pray with the caller. Or you may just simply agree to listen as they pray. Just remember, we would never force our beliefs on a caller. We never preach on the phones. Spirituality and religion. Generally speaking, religion refers to a more organized practice with some sort of human institution, whereas spirituality refers to a more personalized experience, which may or may not fit within an organized religion. Both religion and spirituality can involve belief in a deity, spirit, or mystic experience or rituals, as well as beliefs about morality and ethics, and an understanding of how the world works. These things alone are not necessarily religious or spiritual and can be both. For some, spirituality may be equated with traditional religions such as Christianity, Hinduism, or Buddhism. For others, it may mean growing in your personal relationships with others or through being at peace with nature. Spirituality is unique to each individual. Your spirit usually refers to the deepest part of you, the part that lets you make meaning of your world. Your spirit provides you with a revealing sense of who you are, why you are here, and what your purpose for living is. It is that innermost part of you that allows you to gain strength and hope. It may be helpful to think of a Venn diagram with spirituality and religion in separate circles. But regardless, some of the overlap include belief, comfort, reflection, ethics, and awe. Spirituality and religion. Religion is a noun reflecting the belief in a god or in a group of gods. It can be an organized system of beliefs, ceremonies, and rules to worship a god or a group of gods. An interest, a belief, or an activity that is very important to a person or group. Spirituality is also a noun. It can refer to the quality or state of being concerned with religion or religious matters, or the quality or state of being spiritual. Often a caller will use a cliche hinting at a spiritual or religious concern. God knows what is best, everyone has a cross to bear, everything has a purpose, or it was meant to be. In passing, a caller might mention church attendance or choir membership. Open-ended questions may move the conversation to a deeper level. Our role is to accept non-judgmentally what the caller says. And remember, accept does not have to mean agree. Some questions to consider are, how do you feel when you attend a service? How does your faith help you to understand what is happening now? Be prepared for callers to ask you about your faith. Some callers are simply curious and others are more judgmental. Respond in a way that is true to you and still leaves the caller open to discuss his or her ideas. The strength of Telecare is in the genuineness of our volunteers. At no time should you allow yourself to feel pressured by a caller to contradict your own beliefs or agree with a caller just to appease them. If a caller asks you about your own beliefs, it is okay to remind them that you're there to listen to them and what they called about. Some examples include: I would prefer to not talk about my faith just now. However, I would love to hear more about your feelings about your faith. Or, I am hearing that you are looking for some more meaning in your life. Are you saying that you would like to explore some religious or spiritual paths? It may not be appropriate to respond to callers with a cliche, such as God knows what is best, or all you need is faith, or God loves you and so do I. These responses can be superficial and offer little insight into life's problems. Your role is to provide a safe environment to allow the caller to explore their own spiritual values. Some callers may have experienced some sort of religious wounding and are struggling with it. We cannot offer advice or solutions to problems, but we can be an active listener and encourage the callers to talk about their feelings. A question that people have asked is, can I offer spiritual care without intruding on the caller's own belief? Yes. Appropriate aspects of spiritual care, which are not necessarily religious, speak to basic human needs such as love and affection, genuine, respectful dialogue, reviewing one's life and finding meaning, transforming suffering, extending or asking for forgiveness. Being an active listening ear without judgment and with acceptance of our callers can offer them more than just a sounding board or release of emotions, but can possibly allow them to feel validated and worthy when they don't often feel that in their own lives. That completes part one. Part two begins with cultural competence. Four components that are helpful in developing cultural competence are: one, awareness; two, attitude; three, skills; and four, development. Cultural competence is an ongoing learning process as a Telecare volunteer, regardless of your own cultural background and experience. No one is an expert in every culture, and cultures can change over time. We can aim to learn to be more culturally competent every day. There are videos on the following slides to learn more about culture, cultural competency, and cultural humility. So if you're following on the app, feel free to pause this video and watch the video um, linked here on another device. Otherwise, there will be links provided in the comment section for you to review at a later time. With the bulk of this unit being additional videos, this completes the learning component of Unit 5. If you're following along on the app on another device, you are free to continue on to the self-evaluation. Otherwise, that concludes the lecture component of this training, and we will see you for the next unit in another video.